So I'm more of a stand at the podium, talk through the microphone kind of guy.
So I have a twin sister, and we're extremely different. We always have been. Well, I only applied to one school in Georgetown. She applied to 19 different schools across the country.
The plan was that I would go to Georgetown and she would go to Cornell. This would give us enough time away from each other, at least until she stopped calling me dad because of how overprotective I was. When I came to Georgetown on our 18th birthday for GAAP weekend, I felt like the plan was working out. I had been accepted to Georgetown Early Action, and she had been accepted to Cornell. I was sitting with my parents right before this very convocation ceremony started when my dad got a call from my sister. She had been accepted to Georgetown. A month later, even after I baked her a congratulations for getting into Cornell cake and highlighted interesting courses in the Cornell course packet, she decided that she wanted to go to Georgetown too. Sorry, I have extreme allergies right now. I was so flustered that I started claiming the rights to the clubs that I wanted to be a part of at Georgetown, hoping to ensure that I still had the Georgetown experience that I imagined. Over the following months, I had finally gotten used to the idea of my sister and I sharing our Georgetown experiences. That feeling lasted until July, when our housing room assignments came in. We found out that we'd be living on the same floor in Harvard for our freshman year. Oh yeah. To make matters worse, when we arrived to Georgetown in August, we found out that we'd be part of the same 10-person orientation group. The group that you spend the first entire week of school with. Fast forward 4 years. While we still are extremely different, my sister is one of my best friends. We declared the same major, we have sat next to each other in the same classes, and worked on group projects together. We both joined the Corp. We have had countless family dinners at Leo's, the dining hall, together, and we live a half a block away from each other. She's actually sitting right there, filming the speech for my mom and dad. At the end of the day, fast forward, no. I should have known from my GAAP weekend that Georgetown is not an ordinary experience. Georgetown doesn't just follow your plan. The Georgetown experience transforms you in a way that you could not imagine. At the end of the day, there is no doubt that you can find other college experiences that provide rigorous academics, a good social scene, and quality job placement. I know that you could find an extremely formative college experience elsewhere, but that's the thing. Georgetown doesn't just provide a formative college experience. Georgetown provides a transformative college experience. Georgetown doesn't ask its students to assimilate, memorize, or regurgitate. It empowers its students to become deep and meaningful individuals who have a purpose in this world. This spirit is strongly rooted in Georgetown because of its Jesuit identity. The Georgetown experience is not just about growing intellectually. It is about challenging, exploring, and discovering yourself across every human dimension. That's why Georgetown is transformative. While the spirit of Georgetown is complex and mysterious, there are a few tangible differences that make the Georgetown experience transformative. The first is that the curriculum at Georgetown is designed to teach you about the subject matter as well as yourself. I took a class called Creativity and Innovation. My sister took that class too, by the way. We studied the cultures of famously innovative companies, but we also focused a large part of the semester on breaking our own personal barriers to creativity in order to become more imaginative, innovative, and inspiring humans. The first assignment we had to turn in was called the Scream Paper. We had to scream anything at the top of our lungs in a crowded place and write a paper on it. I screamed, "Where's my leprechaun?" in Hoya Court, the on-campus food court. Our second assignment was no less embarrassing. We had to freeze for 5 minutes in place in the middle of Red Square, one of the busiest places on campus. I watched my friends and a ton of acquaintances walk by me and shoot me tons of awkward looks. It was pretty mortifying, but at the same time, I found the class extremely liberating. The class was empowering because it had me address my fears about how society would judge me. That gave me the confidence, and this has allowed me to take bigger risks personally and professionally today. This spirit was not just unique to my creativity class. For my entrepreneurship class, we had to journal and do a 30-minute reflection every day. In my Jesuit education class, taught by an amazing Jesuit, Father Maher, We have discussions about some of the most foundational human questions, like what does it mean to love, and what does it mean to be a human? We read a poem at the beginning of every class, and Father Maher encourages us to go beyond the AP mindset that Georgetown students are so used to speak truthfully and bravely from our heart about what moves us, rather than about syntax and sentence structure. The curriculum here brings you into the subject matter, and it asks you what you can learn about yourself through the lens of the topic. Another reason why Georgetown is transformative is because it extends the learning experience far beyond the classroom. As a sophomore marketing major, I had the opportunity to launch the Corp's newest business, Corp Catering. I started on day one with a small team, a refrigerator, and a small space in a hallway. There wasn't an advisor to tell us what to do, or to provide an obvious solution to the difficulties of running a catering business as a group of full-time students. For the past 2 years, my team has woken up at the crack of dawn in order to ensure that we developed our customer base and revenues. We have spent tons of late nights working on the project when we should have been in the library. After 2 years, we have 150 on-campus catering customers, including the GAAP program, for which, as you just heard, we catered the breakfast this morning. I can't imagine a better way to learn marketing than to actually start a business. As I learned about positioning, product, and pricing strategies in class, I was applying these concepts directly to the business. I have been just as dedicated to the business's bottom line as my GPA. Would I understand marketing like I do today if I did not run this business? Absolutely not. Would my GPA be higher? Absolutely. Again, this is not just a function of my marketing major. In my Spanish food and culture class, as we learned the heritage behind Latin American cuisine, we took 2 weeks of cooking classes so that we could taste and smell the food as we learned about it. I took an international relations course while interning on Capitol Hill. And the final exam for my advertising strategy class was to prepare a full ad campaign and present it at a national case competition in New York City. Georgetown understands that there is only so much you can learn in the classroom. You have to explore concepts and challenge yourself beyond the classroom to connect with the material. Finally, the Georgetown experience is transformative because of the strong community that supports you and teaches you throughout the project. Over the past 4 years, I have met so many smart, deep, and authentic people. Hoyas are impressive, and I've been surrounded by a lot of classmates that I know are going to do awesome things in the world. I've been inspired and encouraged by being in this environment. You wouldn't believe some of the intellectual conversations that I've had just standing around a keg at a party. It never ceases to surprise me when I find out that someone I know has an incredible skill or story that I didn't know about. My friend Catherine has pursued her passions and interned for the National Prison Project. My friend Caitlin has the talent to be the next big thing on Broadway and is moving to London to join an international theater company. My friend Leo is coming back to Georgetown tomorrow after serving as a Marine in Afghanistan for the past year. My friends Jess and Anna are finishing up 70-page theses on topics that I could not begin to understand. My friend Andrew just finished a half marathon and produced a Lupe Fiasco concert in the fall. And my friend Courtney has written and directed 2 plays at Georgetown. More important than their accomplishments, the Georgetown family is loving. Hoyas care so much about the people around them. They have taught me what I stand for, and they have shown me how to become a better person. They have made me feel comfortable being myself, and they have taught me how to love. Hoyas care about each other, and that kind of community makes this experience incredible. So at the end of the day, when you leave campus tomorrow, you will have a choice, to become a Hoya or not. While you could choose many other formative college experiences that I'm sure you'd be pretty happy with, I hope you choose the transformative college experience. College is only 4 years, and as a senior, I can definitely tell you that this experience goes way faster than you imagine. As I stand here a month before graduation, I know that Georgetown has made me a better brother, friend, son, and human. Georgetown has taught me what makes me happy in life, and it has empowered me to follow my happiness. Georgetown sees transformation as its goal, but not for the purpose of self-improvement. Georgetown transforms its students so that, in the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, they can go forth and set the world on fire. After graduation, Georgetown stays deeply rooted in Hoyas, telling us to be meaningful and to make a difference in the world. That's what it means to be a Hoya, and that's what it means to choose Georgetown. Congratulations on your acceptance. And for those of you who decide to become Hoyas, welcome home. It's your time to set the world on fire. Thank you.